y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I have just learned something new and I wanted to share it with you guys. So it's going to be a pretty short video, but I know it will be pretty helpful as well. I got some DTF transfers from Ninja Transfers. If you didn't see my video, definitely go check that out. But I wasn't thinking whenever I put this on this dark t-shirt. This is my Brittany Barnes Boutique logo, and it obviously just does not show good at all. So I've wanted to get this removed because, I mean, t-shirts really aren't cheap unless you buy them in bulk, and I didn't just want to toss the shirt. I know if we're using vinyl, then we can take a flat iron or a heat gun very carefully and heat up the back side of the shirt to release the vinyl, and that will help remove the design. But DTFs, I had no clue on how to remove them, and this is probably the last thing that I would thought about. So I'm working from my kitchen not in my craft space because I don't want to mess up my countertops in my craft space. I have some paper towels back here just so the solution does not soak through onto the counter, and then we have a sink so I can wash my shirt out. But we're going to be using clean strip acetone. I thought that this would damage the shirt, and honestly I worry that it would damage the fibers in the shirt. Maybe it may not be visible to us, but I don't know. Just thinking about it, I feel like the quality would be affected if you did this on a customer shirt. But this is going to be for myself, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to take this acetone and I'm going to dab it onto the shirt so I can saturate the area that I want to remove the design from. Now, if you're doing a full thing like this, I imagine it would probably be better if you had some sort of little spray bottle. But I did search high and low and I could not find a spray bottle. So we're just gonna saturate this and then go all over the design. There's actually quite a few videos on this on YouTube, and I saw a couple shorts. I'm sure there's TikToks and stuff, but so I'm not at all the first person to attempt this. I'm just kind of showing y'all how it works. My first time doing this myself. If y'all are looking for some really high quality DTF transfers, you can get a gang sheet from Ninja Transfers. Super reasonable. And they are very, very good quality. So we have got this completely saturated. It's showing up better now. Since the background is darker. I think this gray or this purple just kind of meshed with the gray. Maybe if it was a darker background it would have been a little bit better. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Ready? I mean, it hasn't been sitting long, but look at that. What? Some of y'all might be like, Brittany, this is old news. We knew this. But you know, sometimes I'm under a rock and I get excited about things like this. peeling right off. Coming right off. I probably need to let it soak a little bit longer. I'm gonna sit this down and let it soak for a while, and then we'll be back to remove it. Those letters are just peeling right off because they're thin. Look at that. Super awesome. All right, I'm gonna let it soak. I'm not gonna touch it, and we'll be back. So I did try to come back and pull some of that off, but it was drying because acetone, whoop, hit the camera. Acetone does dry pretty fast. So, or evaporate. I saturated this, and we're wearing gloves to avoid getting this acetone on our hands, but this is coming off so easy now. So it is working. We just definitely need to use quite a bit of acetone on a large design like this. And I added a bag in behind my paper towels back there so it wouldn't soak through to my counter. Look at that. It's just coming right off. That's working good. You can definitely see where this was. We'll see if that still shows up after it's washed. So I added a little bit more in these spots we're having some trouble. I think it was just kind of drying up on us. There we go. Alrighty, that's it. I'm gonna wash this out really good in the sink, run it through a cycle by itself in the machine, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, we have washed and dried the shirt. And here's the final result. So you can definitely see where it was. It's almost like it left some glue residue behind, and it didn't quite, this larger area here where I believe it was a tree that's in the design, it left quite a bit of, kind of looks like glue behind. Some of this stuff I can get with one of those little lint things that you get the lint balls off with. It will probably grab some of that, and I definitely could press another design on top of this that will cover this completely, so that would work, but I would not resell this because it just, I guess it bothers me thinking that there was acetone on this and it sat in it, and I don't want that to affect the fibers and the quality, longevity of the shirt. And it definitely took some coloring away in this area. So if you want to compare it to the bottom of the shirt, you can tell even out here to the sides that a little bit of the coloring come out of that area. Does it work? I'd say it would work for small designs, and for things that don't have so much detail in them, I think it would definitely be an easy fix to take like a little pocket or something like that off that has intricate details to it, but not something that has bolder details. So there you have it. That's my first attempt at using acetone to remove a DTF. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, or if you learned something from it, have something to take away, check out all of our videos on the channel. We have a couple videos with pressing t-shirts and things, but we're adding more of that to the channel as we go. That is all for today. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.